Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is about to go crazy this week and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's pre-market analysis video, right after the intro. All right, y'all. Again, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. All right. Now let's get started. Right off the bat, the market looks pretty good. It's been looking great for the past few days, and so far, my thoughts and opinions have not changed. For those of y'all who watched this morning's video, I told y'all to watch the market for for this thing to touch 40, 50 and potentially break it. And it definitely broke it, all right. It went right through and went all the way up to 40, 70. So congratulations to anybody who was long on market overall and long on specific stocks that follow the market to the T, like Amazon, for example. Now let's talk about the stock for this video, all right. Now the stock for this video is WM, Waste Management. And the reason why I want to talk about it, again, this stock is not new for us. We have traded this before. This was a wonderful flag. We made a lot of money on it here. Great, all right. And then in my previous video, I believe it was on the 30th, I told y'all at the end of that video, I told you that I got rid of all of my calls, and it's been consolidated since. And today it got my attention. Today it looks like it wants to go up even higher. All right, this is not something that you want to be shorting. The stock consolidated over like the past 4 days, and it showed a very bullish dragonfly doji, which I really like. All right, it's in the middle. It's not quite in the middle of the zone, but it's about to get in here. My previous price target was 132 for the 29th or the 26th, right? Somewhere over here, but it couldn't quite get there. And honestly, I think it might make a move tomorrow. All right, now this opportunity right here is for day trading. All right, and this one is for day trading. I want this thing to open up at like 131 and then immediately out the gates just squeeze all the way up towards around 135. If it can go higher, great. All right, but there is some money to be made on this one, and it looks pretty good for me to share this one with all of you guys who are watching this video. All right, now another stock which may or may not, I know I said one, but there is another stock which may or may not go crazy tomorrow, and I think it's alright if I share this. It's NCLH, right? NCLH had a pretty good day. It gapped up over the last 3-day weekend, right? But the reason why I want to share this with all of you, again, this is gonna tie into what we're gonna talk about next, is because of the flag on here. There's a very clean flag. It broke out today. And it actually held that price target. All right, it actually held its price pretty well. All right, right now after hours, it's not looking the greatest, but we will see exactly how this one opens up tomorrow. Again, the flag, when it works beautifully, it works wonders. When it behaves, it works wonders. But when it doesn't, we can see things like FUTU. All right, and we're gonna talk about FUTU. And FUTU, I shared this one with all of you. I believe it was right after this day. All right, and my thoughts and my intentions for this one. Again, I actually bought a call on it. All right, I bought a call. If we're gonna go on to the Robinhood account, to the FUTU holding history, and as you can see, I bought 2 calls right over here. These calls, the 160 call for like $1,440. And I bought that right before the market closed because the opportunity looked good. And I have traded flags before. We have traded flags in the past. And when they work wonders. So it just seemed like the perfect opportunity. Let me change this thing to the 5-minute time frame. Right? The perfect opportunity to get in here to make money on the way up. And as I was staring at this thing in the morning, released the pre-market analysis video somewhere around over here. All right. And then the thing that pissed me off about this stock is that 5 minutes before the market opens, it tanks to like 153. And I'm like, okay, it was looking pretty great. I wanted it to stay up here, but it went down by $1. I was pretty chill about it. And then when it opened, this is my deal breaker right there. All right, this right here was my deal breaker. It had this bearish candle. It is bearish. That volume, there's a lot of sellers in here. All right, and then the next thing that really got me mad is when it immediately tanked down to here to 152. I wanted the stock to just stay up here, open up, and then immediately squeeze. But as soon as it started misbehaving in the beginning, literally 2 minutes before the market opened, my thoughts and opinions actually changed on that. I was looking to add on to it, but unfortunately it didn't behave, and I ended up taking a loss of like 240 bucks when I sold it literally after that second candle. Right when this one was like somewhere over here at 152, I got out of there because I didn't want to see my calls drop by so much over here. All right, it didn't do what I wanted to do. I do not hold, I don't hope. Holding and hoping is like the way to you to lose your money. Holding and hoping when the stock is not doing what you want when you want it to do so is not the way to go. I'm very strict and objective about these stocks. They have to do exactly what I want when I want it to do so in order for me to want to add to them. All right, and then if they don't do it, then immediately you got to cut losses and move on to something that looks better. All right, that has a better potential of making money. So this is kind of like a just showing y'all exactly my thought process behind getting rid of that trade. Could I get in later? Yes. All right. Could I get in later? It still looks good. It still has an opportunity on here. I just know that those contracts are gonna get cheaper over time. How long is it gonna take before like going back up here? Who knows? I'm still following up on this one, and it looks pretty good. I will get back in it. All right, I could get back in it if I want to. So that is pretty much my thought process on there. I would monitor it. How long is it gonna take to get here? I have no idea. It could do something like that over here. It could just bounce here and then drop again, and then pretty much waste everybody's time, and then eventually go up here. And I'm not about to watch my contracts diminish like that. All right, and the same thing happened to HUA. Here it is. There's HUA. Yeah, this right here, that right there is where I was like, nope, cut it immediately. All right, and then got back in later because of this entire move down. This is not something that I want to be holding calls on when I know for a fact that, well, not for a fact, when I have this feeling that it's going to tank and do something that I've seen before, which is pretty much what I'm showing you right now, right? So yeah, that is pretty much the reason why I got out of there. Again, the potential is still there. I'm just really picky about my entries and my exits. Now, the next one that I'm going to be covering in this video, somebody asked me to do a recap on GNOG. And GNOG is looking interesting. It's actually forming a double bottom over here. All right, long-term investors who have very high, strong conviction about this company are buying up the dips. If you look at it from like a bigger scale, this is where long-term investors actually accumulate, right? It can stay in here for as long as it wants. Long-term investors are just gonna keep buying and buying, holding and hoping for this thing to go all the way back up to like 27 or 30 bucks, right? So where is this thing gonna go? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not participating in this thing. I'm not trading this thing at all. All I can say is that if you're a long-term investor and you have very strong conviction about it, then this is where you want to accumulate, and then you want to sell anywhere up here to take some money off. And then if you really think it's gonna go up even higher, then you can hold some stocks and then sell some later. All right, but as for me, I'm not looking at this thing. I'm not interested in this thing unless it shows me something very obvious that I'm interested in trading, unless it shows me something that I know of. All right, and somebody could argue that Somebody could argue that this thing is actually forming a flag. How can you not see it? I do see it. I do see it. All right, it's right there. So again, look, it's all about your perspective, and it's really all about what you want, people. It's really all about what you want. The flag is there. All right, could this thing curl back up with massive volume and just squeeze all the way up to like $20? It could. All right, is it guaranteed? The answer is no. So I'm very, very patient with all of these things. Now, the next one that we're going to be talking about in this video, we're actually over 10 minutes. Okay, we got one more, just one more. We got REKR. Yeah, somebody asked about this thing in the comment section, and it might this one I don't want to chase. I don't like to chase this thing. I actually wanted to go really, really, really high, and I'm sure y'all know why. Again, I love to short sell, so I want to see this thing go much, much, much higher, like really, really high towards somewhere over here. That is where I would consider going in shorts. If you're looking to short this thing, I would say be careful. Personally, I wouldn't, and I think that it's gonna squeeze shorts. So for the longs out there, watch this one for a potential parabolic move. I want to just short it down. All right. If it forms something very obvious before then I may go long, very like strategically, and just take some money as it goes up, just so I can short it at the top. All right, so that is my very honest opinion of that one. All right, I want to actually short it down somewhere between $30 and $35, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released from every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released during trading days before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook. All right. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull, valued up to $1,850 after signing up. My very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. All right, enjoy the outro.